win number 3 on the year. It's the Panthers going up against the Eagles. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Eagles take possession. Now Boykin on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
3rd down now following the run. On 3rd down, Boykin. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground, rolls again. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And now for the first time, we get a look at this defense that was very stout last week.
And all they expect to do is continue what they did a week ago. Play terrific defense and not permit that offense to get started.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
To throw is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. If you drop an 8, where are you going to go with the football?
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Wilson on the keeper. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. This time, Wilson will throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls. Let's go. 1, 9.
On second down, here's Boykin. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing here, Boykin on first. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He was looking for Thomas Rawls there, and it's third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Always got some breathing room. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And a nice carry there, 15 yards.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run, the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
3rd and long for Boykin. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Halfback sent in motion. Now Boykin on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
He had that too, but it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They start on the ground with Rawls. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to. They're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the rookie Boykin. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be 1st down Eagles. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Let's go! What? 90! Ohio! Flex round! Here we go! Brand 38! Ohio!
Play action. Now Boykin. Deep drop. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And the Panthers coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. Okay, thank you, Larry. A low-scoring affair, all even, as we ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they'll throw it with Boykin. Going to throw right side here, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On third down, Boykin. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The tight end in motion right. Counter play. Rolls. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 54 yards. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Boykin on 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Goes down. Corey Legion continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Here's Boykin off play action. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll try and burn some clock with Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, Wilson. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw again is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. Now
they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jamal Charles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go.
Here we go. It's Boykin on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They go again with Rawls. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cut it to the left. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first with Boykin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're going to speed things up here.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Let's round. Let's go. Red 38.
Boykin to throw on 3rd. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
His throw incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Second and 10 now, Boykin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
What happens here? And he is going to lose. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
They come up in an offset eye. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going to Rawls on the dump off. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They run with a power back, Rawls. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit to that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
They come out here in the eye. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on.